What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's poppin', guys? How you living out there?
Las Vegas coming back at you with the unbiased real reaction.
Right, shout out to our free thinkers, of course.
And our patrons, man.
Right.
Another early access video.
Doing it again.
Yeah, man. So the Highwaymen.
Yep, Highwaymen, Highwayman. Now, apparently, and we saw this in the comments, man, this song has Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, and Chris Christopherson. Wow.
And Chris Christopherson. He was like an actor. I didn't even know he sang. Right? I mean, because he was in like Blade. I only remember him Blade.
Oh, you know what?
But he's been in a lot of shit.
You know, his face did look familiar.
You know?
And now that I'm thinking about it, thank you for bringing that up.
And I was
Let
like,
us know that. Yeah, I think he is an actor, right?
Yeah, he's in Blade. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
That's how I know him. I didn't even know he was a singer, is my point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought he was just an actor. So that's crazy. I didn't even know he was a singer.
Not only a singer, but he is in amazing company, so he has to be a big deal himself.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So I know people are like, what? People are looking at us like we're crazy. Like, he's known. That's his bread and butter is music. I'm sure that's probably what people are going to say in the comments. But guys, that's how we keep it real on this channel. We are trying to learn. So these guys are the kings of outlaw country from what they say in the comments. And this is a big deal, man. You know what I mean? In R&B terms, this is like Whitney Houston, Mariah fucking Carey, Shaka Khan, Aretha Franklin, all on one song. This is a big deal.
I think because I didn't know who Chris is, I think it's only fair to give away something. So, the first person that can comment and let me know what Chris's like first breakout album was, or can give us a song suggestion of a big song that he was in, I think we give away a Chris Stapleton album. And this is gonna be
first person in the comments, guys.
First person in the comments. Yep. So that's from A Room, Volume 1, Chris Stapleton on vinyl. Give me a big song that is a great, huge, highly acclaimed song from Chris. Let us know what it is, and we'll give you a Chris Stapleton album.
Yeah, and I think it'd be good for us to do a reaction on something from Chris Christopherson, considering that we've only known him as an actor. So
exactly. So
what we'll do is we'll DM you guys, and we'll kind of get your address and all that information, and go ahead and get that sent out to you. Yeah, so let's get into the song, The Highwaymen, Highwayman.
I was a highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade, but I am still alive.
I was a sailor. I was born upon the tide.
I like this. It's like reincarnation. You know what I mean? His spirit is sort of traveling through different times, or this is just different perspectives of different spirits, I guess is what this is saying. I like where they're going with this one. Pretty cool.
I sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow, but I'm living still. I was a dam builder across the river deep and wide, a place called Boulder on the Mile, Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below, but I am still around. I'll always be around, around, and around, and around, and around.
Comforting, right?
Yeah.
Very comforting, man.
Yeah.
Your spirit, your soul will always live.
Live on. Yeah. And one of the things that's kind of sticking out here to me is everyone had their area of expertise, right? First guy was a highwayman, maybe soldier, right? Shed a lot of blood on his blade, right? The second one was a sailor, and the third one was a dam builder, right? So if you look at that, you're like, what? That's kind of a disconnect, right? One was kind of a soldier,
but
other one was a sailor. But they're equally important.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
There's an old saying that people that work in the Navy on the naval aircrafts that help planes take off, there's like thousands of other jobs, but the only person that gets the credit is the pilot. But the pilot would never be able to get in the air if it wasn't for all the little jobs there. You know what I mean?
The engineers, what about all the people that made flight possible, for sure.
Exactly.
And I just think that that's realistic. You know what I mean? If you're going to be reincarnated, it's not going to be this. It's not always going to be the most glamorous sort of trade that you're going to have. It's just sometimes it's a blue collar trade. Maybe you'll come back. Maybe you'll come back as an animal. Who knows?
Yep.
So I think that speaks to just the realism of what, if you believe in reincarnation, if you know the idea of reincarnation, the realism of what that would be like. So really cool.
I fly a starship across the universe divide, or I may simply be single drop of rain.
Yep.
But I will remain, and again, and again, and again, and again.
You know, I've always been intrigued with the idea of reincarnation. I just think it's a beautiful, comforting thought when it comes to what potentially could come after this life. It's always very comforting. And the idea that your spirit, your soul, your atoms, whatever the fuck you want to believe, somehow live on. And I thought that they did that very well. I love the classiness of this. I thought each gentleman, I love their voices. I thought they really did this track justice. This is a song that can make my playlist. I just think, just in terms of just how comforting it makes me feel.
Right.
You know, I don't know if I can go back to it consistently, but I can definitely play that when I'm just on a long trip somewhere and I'm thinking and I'm philosophizing on life. You know what I mean? Because I like to do that. I like to get philosophical sometimes in my personal life. So that can make my playlist, and I respect all these gentlemen, man. These guys are legends for a reason. So good song.
Yeah,
good song.
yeah. I really like the writing. The writing to me is what kind of took center stage in this whole song here. It's fascinating. It kind of like, well, you know what would I come back as, you know? And in Johnny Cash's verse here at the end here, he said, or maybe I'll simply come back as a single drop of rain. And that's real, because you don't know if you do believe in reincarnation. You may not come back as like a lion. You might come back as prey. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Yeah, man, to your point, George, everybody did a good job in this, man. So I don't know if it's making my playlist per se, but I think I can respect the fact that it's everyone had their time to shine, and I really like the reincarnation spin on this. It really stimulated a lot of thought for me. So
there you go. All right, guys, so that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. Of course, you'll get early access to our content. The link will be in the description. This is Lost in Vegas. George, Ryan,
we out.